Here's how I passed my Core 1 and Core 2 exam on the very first try. What I ended up doing was taking a 3-month long IT course. So yes, I had instructors. That's great and all. Great. I fell asleep like 80% of the time in class. Believe it or not. No one ever notices when I fall asleep in class. Crazy, right? And so there's a few things that I did to study, to practice, to actually retain the knowledge. And mind you, I didn't really have any prior tech experience. Maybe I watched a video here and there, like when I wanted to buy a new phone that seemed interested. So like Marquise Brownlee, right? Everything Apple Pro, Jerry rigs everything. So like, okay, cool. But I never really knew how to code or fix stuff myself. I never actually learned any of that. So what I ended up doing was going to someone who I know is a study fanatic. Yes, the resources that the class I was taking, it was good. They provided like really good stuff like that they've noticed worked for the students they had in the past. I'm like, okay, cool, great. Wasn't working for me besides the practice exams. And I'm not the biggest homework type of person. So it was like a bunch of homework stuff. So yes, I did do the homework. It's not for me, right? So the practice exams they gave us though, that helps. So practice exam that mimics really well what the real test would be like. Flashcards. I used Anki, right? So I did watch YouTube videos. Those were pretty helpful if I was a little bit confused about something and really didn't truly understand it. Flashcards are so good. It's insane. I have to definitively say that is the main reason why I realistically was able to retain the information and keep it in my brain. Practice exams are good and all, right? And that also helps retain the information. But the flashcards really, really do help. Especially if you have somebody that knows how to use Anki, set it up for you, and they're like, yeah, you should do this. So easy, right? And so what seems to also work is teaching it or bouncing questions off of somebody you know that's in the same class or taking similar subjects or knows about the topic you're studying for. So that also helps. So teaching it, learning it, that helps. And that's not the only way, right? And the person I did ask, I was like, yo, can you help me set up Anki? He was like, yeah, I got you. And he very specifically has like very groundwork like way of studying, uses like this AI voice like speech or a text to speech voice thing, which is crazy insane. You can choose any voice and it just reads it out to you. So if you're like in the gym or something and you really need to study, you could just have it read it to you in whatever, I guess, voice you would want it to. And then there's AI that just helps fundamentally, right? I know I've seen on I know I've seen AI be used as like a tutor. You ask questions or you ask it to quiz it, and then you ask, and then it gives you a quick breakdown if you got the answer right or if it got it wrong, or just depending on how well the AI tutor's trained. And there's many ways to study, but what's worked for me to be able to pass was mainly the flashcards. Again, 80% is the bare minimum you need to pass for the first try. Then it increases to 85%. And I got the bare minimum on both tests. For someone who's been falling asleep and only had to crunch everything down in just 2 weeks per test, it's pretty damn good. I didn't even expect 80%. I was like, oh, whoa. All right. We're getting somewhere. This is good. I got my certification. And so while you guys could do your research and go find my certification, right? I'm not going to put you guys through that. I'm just going to show it to you guys. I just opened this up. So there's this bad boy, right? My name, right? And certified. officially certified. So, no joke, no ruse. This is... I am going to hide this part because I don't think I should be showing this number. But there it is, the official card. Officially certified. CompTIA for passing the CompTIA A+. And yeah, it's no joke. Very serious. Passed first try. 80%. Just try out different methods. The ones that just worked for me was just the study flashcards and the practice exams and applying it to real life scenarios. But really what cored it deep into my brain to remember it, even months later, was the flashcards. They really do help. And it wasn't easy to figure out how to study. So let's just say I made something, a little platform for you that makes it so it's easier for you to get into and completely free. Check it out. It's called Burbly. It'll be out on all platforms as soon as possible, preferably by the end of this month. Yeah.